YouTube? What is up, Giants fans? It's your boy Jay Downs, and we're back at it with another New York Giants video. Back at it with another New York Giants banger. And before we get to this one, if you're not done so yet, make sure you leave a like, make sure you comment, and make sure you hit that subscribe button if you love Giants football and if you love Giants content. Now let's hop right into this video. And I want to talk about how I think the Giants can contend in the NFC East. I think they're going to be in the battle for the NFC East. I know a lot of people are sleeping on the Giants right now. I think a lot of people are down on the Giants right now. We're looking at the roster. But I'm going to give out some reasons why I think the Giants can contend. First, we're looking at the NFC East teams. I don't think any team is a real contender. You know what I'm saying? I don't think any team is better than the other. I feel like it's close. I really do think it's close. I don't think the Commanders made a move that, catapults them as a #1 team in the NFC East. I don't think the Eagles, even though they went and got AJ Brown, they did add some pieces in the offseason. I'm not high on Jalen Hurts. Just how freaking Eagles fans hate Daniel Jones and they don't think Daniel Jones is good, that's how Giants fans think about Jalen Hurts. I don't think Jalen Hurts is good. Then the Cowboys, I feel like they took a step back more than taking a step forward this year after they had to trade Amari Cooper to the Browns. They released La'el Collins, who's now with the Cincinnati Bengals. Randy Gregory is now a Bronco. I don't think the Cowboys made that big of a step after their playoff loss versus the 49ers. And when we're looking at the schedule for the Giants, they have one of the easiest schedules in all of football. And in part of that, we have to look at the quarterbacks. A lot of people said that the Giants defense will not be good this year, mostly because of the cornerbacks. The secondary is questionable. I understand that, but let me read off some of the quarterbacks the Giants have to face this year. We know we have to face Dak Prescott twice a year. We know we have to face Jalen Hurts twice a year. And we got Carson Wentz twice a year. So outside of the division, the Giants have to face Ryan Tannehill, Sam Darnold, Justin Fields, Aaron Rodgers, Lamar Jackson, Trevor Lawrence, Drew Lock, Davis Mills, Jared Goff. We got Kirk Cousins, and we got Matt Ryan. Out of those list of QBs, I would say 3 of them actually give me worries. Kirk Cousins, I think, is a very good quarterback. I think he's underrated in some people's eyes. I think he is, not given the likeness and the NFL. I think he's very underrated in my opinion. Lamar Jackson, I feel like he's in for a year where he shows why he can be that #1 quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens, why he deserves that big contract. And then you got Aaron Rodgers, who's the freaking reigning MVP. Dak Prescott, I'm at him into there, but when we look at that, take those guys out of the equation, the Giants don't face the best quarterbacks in all the NFL this year. They don't face them. They do not face them. And I feel like the Giants have some games where they can win. I feel like they can win that Lions game. They can win that Texans game. They can win that Jaguars game. And I feel like they can split in the NFC East. That's 6 wins, I want to say, right there. 7 wins right there. So those are some of the reasons why I think the Giants can contend for the NFC East. Then we look at some of the players on the roster. First, I want to talk about Azeez Ojulari. Look at how bulk Azeez Ojulari is now. And he had 8 sacks as a rookie. 8 sacks as a rookie. Added more weight, added more, got even bigger, bulkier. Then they went and drafted Kayvon Thibodeau, who was at one point the consistent first overall pick. I feel like he's a guy that had that day 1 impact, that Micah Parsons type breakout year in his first season. When we're looking at that, the Giants pass rush is no longer in question. It's no longer in question if those guys can go out there and ball. That opens up the game for Leonard Williams. That opens up the game for Dexter Lawrence. Nobody wants to see Leonard Williams one-on-one. That's what made Leonard Williams so dynamic back in 2020. He was getting those one-on-ones, and he was winning them. That's why he had that big year. And I feel like when you add Kayvon Thibodeau, you add Azeez Ojulari, that opens up the game for those guys. I talked about it in my defensive potential video a couple of weeks ago. And then we look at the offense with Daniel Jones. Y'all know how I feel about DJ. I feel like DJ has the best opportunity to succeed as the Giants QB. I feel like he's going to come out there and prove why he's that franchise guy. So when I'm saying that, when I think that Daniel Jones is going to prove why he's that franchise quarterback of the Giants, I'm expecting the Giants to win some damn games. I don't expect the Giants to freaking be 3-14 and Daniel Jones to be good. I just don't see how that could happen. If Daniel Jones goes there and balls out, most likely the Giants are going to be good too. We're looking at Saquon Barkley, who's running behind probably the best offensive line he's ever had in his whole career on paper. I'm excited for him. You got Wan'Dale Robinson, Kenny Galladay. Can he have that bounce back year? Show why he was at one point the receiving touchdown lead in all the NFL. Kadarius Toney's a first-round draft pick. Look at how the Giants are looking right now. You're looking at the coaching staff. which is really huge. When we're looking at Joe Judge and Jason Garrett, who was the main offensive guys for us last year. First of all, Jason Garrett right now is freaking calling USFL games right now. He's calling USFL games right now. Look at Joe Judge, who's now the basically the main offensive guy with Bill Belichick over there in New England. How they're talking about players are not that high on the offense right now. The offense is looking kind of weird right now. We haven't even reached training camp yet. We're replacing that with Brian Dable, who was prioritized as one of the best offensive masterminds in all football. Did you watch the Kansas City Buffalo Bills game in the playoffs? Did you watch that game? It was freaking awesome. It was an offensive mastermind performance from both sides of football. Then the Giants went and got Mike Kafka, who was also in that Kansas City regime. When we're looking at that, Daniel Jones has not just better weapons, not just a better offensive line, not just a healthier Saquon Barkley. He has a better coaching staff around him, which is huge. If it's one reason why the Giants are going to make that jump, it's going to be because of coaching. It's time for the coaches to make our players better, not just us draft guys and we throw them out there. It's time for our coaches to make a difference. And I know a lot of people say the defense. Back to the defense. The Giants went out and got one of the best defensive coordinators in all of football with Wink Martindale from the Baltimore Ravens. I showed you the stats back in my defensive potential video. Go check it out if you haven't. Wink Martindale is one of the best defensive minds in all of football. Then we got one of the best offensive minds in all of football with Brian Dable. I'm excited. I feel like those boys up in East Rutherford can make some noise this year. I really do. Now, I don't want to come out here and say the Giants are going to definitely make the playoffs. I did have them projected to make 9 wins. I'm a fan of the team, and I preach optimism, but I really do think that the Giants can make some noise. I really do. It's the NFC East. It's always up for grabs. This is not like the NFC North, where we know for sure the Packers with Aaron Rodgers are going to be winning the division. There's no team in this division like that. The Cowboys aren't. The Eagles for sure aren't. The Commanders aren't. I feel like the Giants have a chance to contend for the NFC East battle this year. And leave down below your comments. Leave down below your optimism. How optimistic are you on the Giants team? Do you think the Giants are going to be able to make a run for the NFC East? Or do you think the Giants are going to finish 4th in the division again like last year? But that's going to do it. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, hit the subscribe button. And until then, it's been boy Jay Downs, and I am out. Go